Come on, my child. You need to know how to read.
Yo. Wow, what? Hold on. There we go. Don't know what that was all about. Hello! It's me! Hello! Hello. How is everybody? I am hoping you are doing well. I need to go looking for all of the doubles. Are there doubles? I just see the one here. Okay. Hello. The stream is green. The stream is green. Green stream. Yay. Hello everybody. How are you doing? It's me. It's me. Samantha. Hello. God, I've been getting used to just doing these basically like half-hour meet and greets and then just I don't know what to do with myself. I'm looking at the internet going, oh my god, there's not been a red frame yet. I haven't dropped any frames. I don't know what I did, but it worked. Anyways, for those of you who were not here, or more likely, were too entrenched in my bad connection to actually see anything, this is technically the re-debut of the avatar. This is my Avali. My Avali. I got it through legit means. I bought it. I did buy it. I promise. It was purchased from one of my latest bout of commissions. I was looking through all of the free Avali avatars that I could get. Not all of them were that great, but while I was looking through the free Avali avatars, I came across this one, the Avali, and I was like, I color me curious. And I went in, and a big selling point that I absolutely saw, was arcade tracking. Pre-made arcade tracking. And I was like, fuck yeah! I want that! So, originally, I was getting like paid the next day, and I was just gonna shell out the $30 that it was for, for the avatar and all that jazz. And then out of nowhere, Cedrin, you know who he is. Cedrin was like, yeah, I don't want you to wait. It would absolutely suck for you to have to wait on this. And so he just bought the avatar and gave it to me. It was like a week before my birthday. And I was like, he's like, consider it a birthday present. Sent me the money. Well, he didn't buy it as a gift. He like miraculously $30 was sent to my PayPal account from some anonymous donor. And I was like, I know it was you. And he's just like, yeah, it was. And I'm like, I wish I could give it back. But I have a tips and donations tab on my Twitch page. So I can't argue with this because you know how to do this without me getting... Well, the reason I was upset was because I couldn't argue it. That was like the only real reason I was going to buy it myself. I was getting work the next day, and I made more than enough the next day to buy it. But he was insistent. He's like, here, $30. Your birthday's in like a week, so no need to pay me back or anything. Here you go. Go buy the avatar. Okay. So like, yeah, because Jerry, first off, is my dad's name. He died about 11 years ago. Rest in peace. So that's one reason that this avatar caught my attention. The arcade face tracking was another reason that it caught my attention, because that means I didn't have to build it. It was already there. And then the hoodie was another sell, because I already actually had the hoodie. Uh-oh. Priscilla, you're gonna need to post a color too. Who am I kidding? I know the color. Hold on. There we go. There's the right one. I got confused on my own layout for a little bit. It took forever. It did. I think it's been at least a few weeks since I've done a decent stream. Oh, my brain. Ad break in progress. Whoops. I forgot to remind you guys that I hit snooze on that when I started. Oh, well. Oh, well. Well, here I am in the stomach of a snake. Still doing the meet and greet. Because, I mean... Oh, there we go. It dipped into the yellow for a minute there. I think I went into the advanced settings, and what all of the tutorials kept trying to tell me is to switch drop frames for bitrate. Dramatic bitrate. Okay, well, that caused more problems in my last few streams. It did. And it made the streams run ridiculously slow. So I did what Goober suggested, what Cyrus Goober suggested, and I bought an Ethernet cable. I bought an Ethernet cable, and I'm running it from my modem directly to my rig. And I had it set to that, and oh my god, did the dramatic bitrate not help at all on that front. No, it's like, oh, you like internet? Fuck you. It did. It was, it was so irritating. But I went in today and did some more testing, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me actually read about what this is all about. And it was like, you trade drop frames for dramatic bitrate. And I'm like, that's probably why there's been such an issue with delay. Okay, well, let's turn that off. But right under it said network optimization. So I'm like, color me curious. So it's set to the Ethernet cable for internet. I set it to network optimization, and I have not had a red frame since I started. Oh, you want to give me some pats? You can do that too. Watch. I'm going to magically give myself head pats. Ah. Head pats. See? Anyways, so I think that might be what I've been needing to do for the last few weeks. I never stopped tweaking. Okay? I never, ever stopped tweaking with my open broadcast software. I have been working my butt off. I have been working my butt off to get back up and running in a way that I was before. Because, oh my god, have I missed streaming regularly? Anyways. Well. Looks like everything is going well. That's pretty much the end of everything that I can think of. It's been 2 weeks since I've really been able to check in on you guys, but still, I'm like, what talk about? How do stream? Haven't really streamed in weeks. How do? I'm on camera. Oh no. On camera, Avali go. Oh no. They don't know. They don't know. They can't see me. Yes, it's good to be back. It is good to be streaming again. Makes me happy. I am a social creature, and I live out in the middle of nowhere, so I don't get a lot of opportunity to be social. So, outside of my family and the people that I'm doing current Hush Hush project with. Can't tell you guys what I'm doing. Sorry. Anyways, looks like things are going stable. That's good. That's good. That's very good. So, since we got a stable streak going, why don't we play the game? I have not hit record. Whoops. It's okay. The stream's been going decent. I'm sure I can pull the VOD. Okay. Let's get this game a-going. Ha ha! There is the sound. There is the sound. Hello. It is time for us to play some ReTale. Let's do. So that you can see, we have been playing. Yes, we have. The game actually crashed at the end of the last stream, which is what kind of ended the last stream. Is the internet was bad that night, anyways. And so when the game crashed, I'm just like, well, guess I'm done for now. Yes, Snake. This is Ava. Ava. She is my manager. Hey, I have a meeting with some people over video chat about Claire. Do you now? It only took months. I can't believe how little they care. They've sent some people to the head office to come into the store as well to consult me. Can you help me? Sure! What am I doing? Thank you so much. Ava takes you a bit closer to the door before turning back around to you. I saw some orange. It switched back to green when I called attention to it, but I saw orange. That's not good. Ava takes you a bit closer to the door before turning back around to you. What you'll be doing to help? Well, you see, most serpentine females tend to perform better in conversations and stressful situations with their bellies being tended to. You'll also need to be under the desk. It wouldn't be very professional for head office to see an employee rubbing my stomach. You know, there may be some HR complications. So are you ready? Good. Get under the desk. Okay. For the time being, mash left and right and massage my stomach. Don't be afraid of rubbing or massaging too hard. My belly is very tough and can take a beating. I'm not here to beat her stomach. I am rubbing. Behold, the rub abilities. I am the rub master. This is ReTale. It is an indie Vore game created by at Symbolaga on Twitter. Yeah, bonus rubs. Am I too good? Believe it or not, this is only one hand. You'll never catch me, crabs. Not when I switch into maximum overdrive. Belly rubs. I'll be honest. As far as the game is concerned, it's a ReTale simulator, so it's kind of meant to be boring. Ava soon gets heated at the table, starting to raise her voice. I see your point, Harrison, but you can't just make me sack an employee over one incident. We do. She has been a valued member of our staff for years. We can't just let one incident undo all of that. One of the counselors whispers in Ava's ear about what she should say to the people at the head office in the video. I can't pay attention to the plot. I am busy rubbing a tummy. It may not be there at the moment, but I promise it's there. No, it's not in my best interest to simply give in and take this sitting down. Claire was stressed and under pressure. The counselor pulls a face of disgust at her disrespect before whispering something else in a manner somewhat threatening. Ava, disgruntled by what she just heard, turns off the video chat for a moment before the sound of struggles and gulps fill the air. Oh no! Ava ate them. All right, are you ready for round 2? Holy hell! Behold my rubbing power. Maximum over. Yeah, it's just telling me press the left and right. Left and right, left and right, left and right. I'm starting to drop some frames, but it's not bad. I am a rub god, yes! Yes, I am. I am the QTE mastress. Mastress? Yes, I am a mastress. Good work down there. Sorry about how much he's struggling. I missed breakfast this morning. Ava huffed out of breath as she was forced to listen to more of a lecture from the people at the head office. Your one last stretch. Come on, get your hands deep, knee deep. My rubbing power is maximum. You're not dealing with the average Avali prey anymore. Excellent. Thank you for your services. The video chat soon ends and the counselors leave the room, leaving Ava alone in the office with you. She wheels back in her chair and lets you out. Yay! I win. That's how that works, right? I win. All the rubs. Ah, that's so much better. Ava gives you a cheeky smile and tugs you in with her long, strong tail. Now go on and get to your till point, my belly pet. Ava ushers you out of the her office as you make your way to the shop floor. Oh, belly pet am I?
Hey! I hope you're ready for another day of work. I heard that you helped Ava. I might require your services also on a later date. I'll be here should you need to deal with any deliciously dastardly customers.
Yanni turns her back to you and then stations herself beside the till point, occasionally moving away to patrol the area. You get ready for your first customer as they approach you, already starting to form a queue. Oh no! I forgot how to play! Hey, well, that's cool. What? Sir, me quickly. I don't think that's enough. So that's how it is. Okay, such small price. Okay, well, what is today's date again? I think it should be fine. Oh, nope, I can't. Can I go back? I did that wrong. I've got a concept to make it snappy. Yes. Okay, I grow tired of you already. Well, I grow tired of me also. So, oh, your expiration date is way past due. Wow, you actually have some backbone. Thought I'd pop in before work and need to return these, please. Okay. Everything looks good to me. Excellent service. I'll remember you. You finish off the last of the customers in the morning before returning to the staff room. I forgot how to play. I hope that I did okay. Entering in Ava is giving another talk of the majority of staff that was on break.
We've got another 88% on our mystery shop for the month, guys. Oh, and who's to blame for this one? I knew it. It was me again. No, it was me this time. What? It's just like I said. But I don't see how I could have scored so low. I keep standards around here perfect. I guess I should try harder. This is so draining sometimes. You can't blame yourself, Ava. It's a Russian roulette every time one of those mystery shopper results come along. Someone gets in there, just the neck of each one. Someone gets in there just the neck each time. Something like that. You're a great manager, Ava. Even if I do make your life hard. I don't do that on purpose. Thanks, Spike. I gotta get through some paperwork while I'm on break anyways. I'll be in my office if you need me.
Ava picks up her lunchbox along with some food for the fridge. I like Spike. I would love to spend time with Spike. But at the same time, I want to be on Ava's good side. That's a tough choice. I guess I'll go meet Ava. You decide to wait a couple minutes before going to Ava's office. Opening the door, you catch Ava by surprise as she sifts through some paperwork and occasionally takes a bite of her lunch.
Oh, hey!
Ava quickly hides her lunchbox.
Can I help you? Can I help?
You doing okay?
Yeah, I guess. I just feel a little stressed, you know, when you try your hardest at something and it doesn't seem like it's enough. I sometimes wonder why I took up being a manager here at Great Produce. So much responsibility, and for what? 5% more pay than the normal staff? What should I do?
Investigate it? I say investigate!
Investigated? The mystery shop results? I guess I could, but I doubt head office will listen to me. I guess I should try and ring up the head office. Everything just seems to be going wrong lately. Head office got back to me about Claire. They said she can't return to work.
For those of you who need context, Claire is a higher-up employee that trained me. I got involved with a very, very rowdy customer, and I needed to call in a management individual-like person. And Claire, who was not having a good day that day, opted to be the manager to take on this disgruntled customer. Well, this disgruntled customer decided to attack Claire, and she threw him across the store. Because of the incident, she was fired. That's the context there, is that Ava wants to keep her around as an employee because she's a good employee, but she was having a bad day, and the customer was unruly already, and kind of sort of should have been kicked out, if you asked me. It was very tough to give them passive answers.
They said that they had to make an example of her and that we wouldn't stand for such behavior for our customers. Ugh! I can't believe they just do that to someone that's been with the company for years and is doing a great job.
Fight the ruling.
I have to fight them on Claire and the mystery shop results. I would be staging a full-on rebellion at this point. Claire is a friend. I'm going to make sure she has what she needs, and I'm going to take care of her no matter what. Anyways, I really should get back to work. I'll update you on the situation later. And thanks for checking in on me.
You make your way back onto the shop floor. You didn't have much of the day left. Your feet were comfortably numb. Comfortably numb. Oh, I understand that feeling. After the next few months working with Prey Produce, you found that you were... I've been working there for months? Since when? Like, you guys saw the timing that I had on this, right? It was like an hour and 17 minutes. And I've been working here for months? What? I'm flabbergasted. That's an interesting progression there. Okay. I've been here for months. Start. I'm just as bad as I was in my training day.
Oh, hey rookie. Nice to see you here. I won't judge you too harshly. I won't be giving you any hints this time around.
Okay. Allow. Change.
I taught you well.
That's Claire. I think she trained me. I think this is Claire. I'm pretty sure that's Claire.
I knew you weren't listening when I was teaching you, but you still got it right.
I listened. Just found these in my blueprints. I need to return them. Okay. What card number? 0099? 0099. Yep, okay. Yep. This really built me up. Cool. You have a book for a face! It has a book for a face. Yes. There's a card. I don't need to give change. Blorp. That one's a goo. And not a goo like a baby. It's goo. G-O-O. Okay, Blorp. Why is a spork $100? Deny. Bleh. Ma'am? Sir? Unspecified? Hello, my eyes are up here. Yeah, if I could. You think about looking up for a moment, but the eye-piercing store lights that you've been blinded by so many times make you think otherwise. All right, yes, maybe. I'll be seeing you again. Perhaps. The day draws to a close. You feel a paw rest on your shoulder.
You really should be getting home. Don't spend too long at work. It'll get to you big time.
You get up and walk to get your things and leave. Before you can do so, Ava stops you quickly with a flick of her tail, and then she coils your waist. What did I do?
Hey, I've got Claire coming around later. Do you want to come home with me? I think it'd cheer her up to see you a bit.
Sure. Should I be worried? I feel like I should be worried. Yes, I will come. I am here.
That's great. This will be such a big help. Grab your stuff and I'll drive you to my house.
Okay, cool. I've been to two co-workers' places now. Ava drives you back to her home. She lived in a nice house on her own. It's small but cozy. The walls were littered with posters. The Friday the 14th. Awful things happen on Friday the 14th. You'd think it'd be the 13th, but more often than not, if the 14th falls on a Friday, you're fucked. Black Adder. Okay, cool. She's even got a little plush Claire. Aha! That's cool. The furniture all looked well used, and Ava immediately threw off her uniform, throwing on some casual clothes. She's wearing the Japanese flag, only it's pink.
The first thing I love to do when I get home is strip off all that tight dress and get into something more comfortable. I'll get us something to drink. Stay here.
Ava eventually returns with some drinks. The door sounds a couple of knocks. Ava gets up with the glass still in her hand and opens the door. Who is it?
Claire, you made it. Thanks for coming. Get inside. It's cold out there.
Claire comes in, taking her coat off, and then notices you.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect the rookie would be here. It's usually just me and the girls.
You wonder what she must have meant by girls for a moment before the door knocks again.
I brought donuts! Yanni, we do keep saying that that we're all gonna try to cut down our waistline. Not with me around your knot. Come on, dig in!
Yanni seems to always wear her uniform everywhere she went, even in Ava's house, which was pleasantly warm. Before long, Yanni had set a giant box of donuts in the middle of the room as Ava, Claire, and Yanni all started chatting about each other, or with each other.
So I saw this guy at work, and he had like 100 candy bars in his jacket. He was a real looker, shady type. Nothing I'd ever eat. But then I said, "Oh, you just look so sweet today." And I swear, customers with chocolate are divine.
I'm amazed you stay so slim, Yanni.
You'll be eating those words, but in a few hours' time, I'm planning on filling this whole room up with my belly.
You feel the urge to go to the bathroom to clean yourself up from the crumbs sitting next to Yanni. Bathroom? Bathroom? You make your way to the bathroom. You look around for the bathroom, but after Ava gives you permission, you realize you have no idea where it is. You open the... Oh, no! I didn't mean to wind up here! This isn't the bathroom! What are you doing in my bedroom? Uh-oh. Well... Here it goes. Ava grabs you by the shoulders before pushing you into her large, flexible maw that easily wrapped around the top of you tightly. Her strong, powerful neck forces your head over your shoulders swiftly, but she works her jaws down to around your waist. You soon feel yourself lifted up off the ground as you now lay. Boy, isn't it great when you can't actually see the action and have to hear exposition about what's going on? You now lay in a large maw, start tilting your head back, sliding down the throat like a water slide, off his neck, bring you down easily into her stomach as she gulps continuously to push you deeper into her gut. I got eaten. It was a matter of time. What a perv. I didn't mean to do that! Ava licks her fingers for a moment before looking down at her belly and tightening blah, blah, blah. I don't want to read all that. I feel disappointed. I feel had. Your eyes start to open. Continue. Okay. Heh. Welcome to Limbo, my friend. It seems you gave yourself to a hungry creature. No, I didn't. I didn't want to do that. I think it's only natural Vorfiles like you find pleasure in sacrificing yourself in the most absurd ways. I didn't do it on purpose. I will slap you. I will slap fire out of you. Flames out of the side of your face every time my hand connects with it. Makes my job more fun. Anyways, I guess I'll tell you why I'm here. You, my dim-witted friend, are in Limbo. Yes, cool, I understand. Yes, Limbo. It's somewhere between heaven and hell. You are here because you made into a meal by some now satisfied predators. Stick with me for all eternity, but you see, Limbo is getting a little overcrowded, so she's gonna send me back. But if I do it 3 times, she eats me. And that's game over. Propose a deal. Send you back to the real world, but there's a catch. I don't like people taking my kindness for granted, so if I catch you jumping into another pred's maw and you end up down here another 2 more times, you'll be jumping down my maw, whether you like it or not. It's 3 strikes and you're out. I don't have room for more like you, so I need to make some room, but filling some room. That didn't make a lot of sense. In my stomach! And that's game over. Capiche? Capiche. Now, don't gotta get you down here again. Okay, so how far back is it gonna send me? Is it gonna send me to my last... Ah, okay, so it's like a do-over. Yeah, right? Hi, Nalia the Avali. I'm playing a Vore game. I got eaten. Oh, that happens here sometimes, though. I mean, I'm already in a stomach, if you have a look behind my chair there. The furniture all looked as well. Okay, yeah, I already did that one. Okay, let's get me to where I was, and let's make a different choice this time. Okay. To be fair, I do tag my streams, each and every one of them, with the Vore tag. So this should not be a surprise. Just saying. You're free to stick around if you want. I mean, the game isn't all Vore all the time. It's just if you make the wrong choices, you get eaten, more or less. But it's up to you. Donuts. They did the donut thing. I should swipe. Do I say nothing or... Oh, what do you guys think? Should I say nothing or should I actually make some sort of comment about it? To be fair, I understand that. I do completely get that. And I am sorry that the first thing you saw was a Vore scene. But honestly, I've been playing for at least a half hour now, and that's actually been playing this game for almost 2 hours in total, and that's the first time I actually got eaten because I made a mistake. Whoops. Anyways. No, I get it. We're good. We're on the same page. To Varu. I don't think I'm familiar. Ah, I see. I'm going to choose to say nothing. You decide to say nothing and let the evening take its course. Ava and her friends continue chatting as they all wolf down more and more food. All of their bellies slowly started to fill up. It was at this moment that Yanni wagged her tail, accidentally pushing you in between all of their bellies. Oh, here it goes. Their bellies creaked and sloshed around you, pressed up against you harshly. Oh boy, it's my favorite spot! It was getting tighter. Their bellies are getting warm and bigger. I'm a wiggler. You know, I'm glad you invited Rookie. I think he's made some solid progress. You know, I think he's advancing faster than Duff ever did. I'm better than Solid Snake. 'Cause that's the voice I gave for Duff. Metal Gear. Metal Gear, Metal Gear, Metal Gear. Ava and her friends continued on through the night to gossip and chat with each other lovingly. After a few hours, submerged between their bellies, before you eventually fall... Oh! I have been labooped. Who commenced the boops? It was Nolly. Thank you for the boops. I pretend not to like them, but any interaction is fun. Thank you for the interaction. I love it. I fell asleep between my manager, former employee, and security guard's tummies. You get on the train in the afternoon, arriving at the workplace, but it is a bit of a shock to your body to be working at a different time for once. Really? Although you were able to lay in bed for longer this morning, you still feel tired. You arrive at work through the doors, and you can already see Spike slowly walking around and leaning against shelves, trying to waste time till he finished. Why are you making me save? Why are you making me save? Asher was at a till point looking through some forms, pretending to be hard at work. You walk around towards the staff room before Ava stops you. Okay.
Had another meeting with head office this morning. They invited me down. I think I must have really annoyed them. Asher's coming down with me. I need you to come with me as well. We'll be going down early morning, okay? I'll come to your apartment and pick you up. We'll get there and have breakfast. I'm very nervous about it, but I think this could be a step forward. A step forward for all of us. Ava coils the tip of her tail around your wrist for a moment before trailing off out of the store and off to her car. Duff walks over to you, not noticing you at first, before you brush the side of his tail.
You're working the night shift. With us? You seem like the type that'd fall asleep on the job. I hope you're ready for a challenge.
Yanni soon walks over to you, patting on her bare feet, her bare paws even, and welcomes you with a toothy grin. Am I that close to the end of the game? I think I can finish the game tonight. I think I can finish the game tonight. I keep regularly topped up with coffee and fizzy drinks to keep me in tip-top shape. I do that too. Why work so much?
This may come to you as a shock, but...
Upper high voice. This may come to you as a shock, but working as a security for the supermarket isn't good pay, and the flat that I live in above the shop is expensive. There's rent, tax, pred tax, food, electric bills, water bills. Although the food bill is one thing I can avoid with enough success each day. But anyway, part of the job here is not only to keep the staff safe, but to also keep my eye on the staff. It gets quiet around here at night, and that means that some staff feel like they can get away with stealing. On top of that, more of the customers that come in at night are violent and also steal.
Oh, good.
It makes my job hard. Hey, do your best to speak to the other staff, okay? With how dark it is outside at night, it gets pretty depressing without a friendly face. But hey, I've been yapping long enough. You should get to the till point and start serving these customers. I'll be around, bud.
You turn out of the back office towards the shop floor, turning a corner and bumping into another worker. Goodness, are you all right? You took quite a tumble there. Here, take my hand. Okay. You take her hand and are brought back to your feet. You regain your vision as you see a fox female. I know who this is. She turns back to the shelf she was stocking in size.
See these struggle muddle bubble belly bath. We tested these at Glorpco because supposedly it stimulates the feeling of having a struggling prey or prey which likes to be eaten a little too much. It never feels as good as the real struggling prey, though. You can feel the difference in authentic struggling prey. Anyways, where are my manners? I'm Simone. I take it that this is your first time doing a night shift?
In a few months, apparently.
Honestly, don't worry. It takes some getting used to, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. Hey, I gotta go now, but I'll be around for lunch.
Simone flicks her tail and trails off into the distance. Oh boy. Oh boy. You march to the desk and stand behind it and begin serving some more customers. Okay, here goes. Hello, I'd like to buy these fine items. You know, you can catch an awful lot of prey with some simple tools and a few traps. How's it going? Pretty good, I guess? Awesome. I've been in this kind of work for a few years now, and I've loved every bit of it. Can I do my job, please? Anyway, I think all this should work. Am I forgetting anything important? I'll get it later if I did. 15... Did I? I guess I won't be catching my meal today. I'll be going hungry. Well, I mean, I don't even... There are these little coins that have a 2 written on them. I don't know if they're meant to be $2 pieces or if they're meant to represent like a nickel or 2 cents. And I'm confused by that because they never specified. They never specified how the currency of this particular universe works. So I probably am doing a very piss poor job at my job because I don't know what money is. Ugh.
Hi there. Just these, please.
Okay, you are a penny short. I'm sorry.
Is something wrong? I don't have enough money? Oh no. I could have sworn this isn't good. This isn't good.
He breathes in and out heavy for a moment.
Sorry, this isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good.
This isn't good at all. I can't. The deer's stomach grins with malice and its tongue wraps around your waist and brings you close. The deer tries to stop it, but it was too weak. You have fruit. Really? I'm not even gonna read this shit. Really? I did that right. Where's Yanni? That was unfair. That was just straight up unfair. You play it correctly, You play it correctly and you get punished for it? No, that's not... Sim, that's not good game design. If you do something right and get punished for it, that makes people not want to play. And this isn't me being pissed. This is actual thing. If you... Not good. That wasn't good. I didn't like that. We gotta try and get you out. Please do. Let him go. After much persuading, the stuffed mouth begins to open and spits you back. Good! Oh my god! So, I'm just gonna... the dear boy runs off embarrassed. Hello, this place is exactly what I need. Okay, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I did that right. Hey there, how are you? Where is my expiration date? That is long expired. Pal, you awake? Oh, there, I'd like to return this product since it's not working. Okay, that was bought tomorrow? Really? Well, if I can't return my item, you will not be returning here either. The horse stretches out his strong arms and grabs your sides. Are you serious? The horse brings you close to his maw, shoving you. But I did it right! The date said that it was... The date said that they got the receipt tomorrow! He was a big, powerful horse. His throat muscles reflect that fact. You felt the horse, his strong lips encased your form. He simply sucks you more. There needs to be a Yanni button. There needs to be a button to call Yanni. The horse looks pleased with himself. He stares down at his swollen belly and pats it a few times. Squeezes the sides of his stomach, sloshes you around on the inside. The horse leans back and sloshes about with a subtle burp, walks off with you on his stomach. The walls are mushed down. Ugh! I did it right. I did it right. I will stand by that. I did it right. The receipt said that the item was purchased the day after the date I was given for today. I did that right. I did that right. I'm skipping this part. I don't care. I don't care. Send me back now. Oh, well, I gotta rub her belly, I guess. This is absolutely stupid and ridiculous. I'm sorry. I did that right. I hate it when I do something right and I get punished for it. And this is the second time that night that something like that happened, too. Is a lesson learned, shut the fuck up. You know, only have one more chance. Yeah, sure, yeah, just shut up and let me do my job. Ugh. I'm back at the beginning of the... I hate that. I do. I absolutely despise that. When I do something right, and I'm punished for it, because I scanned everything on that receipt. That receipt was not legit, and I was punished for it. I'll be around, bud. No, you weren't! Where the fuck were you, Yanni? I did my job right. Where the fuck were you?
Angry Zell.
Let's try this again.
No, I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna look. Exactly what I need. Fuck it. A good time? Fuck it, whatever. Hey, how are you? This is an expired card. This is not working. Whatever. I'm not gonna bother with you. I was that close to the end too?
God, I want to punch something.
It is very rare when I have that sort of reaction. I had to break the terms of service that I was trained to do in the tutorial. And I got punished for it. And it was my last fucking job of the evening. I'm okay. That really does piss me off, but I'm okay. Finally, your lunch break arrives. There didn't seem to be many customers around. Cassie was also in store, packing away stock into a basket that was out of date and labeling them as such before pulling them into a discount container. You walk into the staff room and your lunch break, and you look around to see if anybody's there. There are 2 staff members inside. You... Thank you. I needed that, I guess. Right in the eyeball. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cyrus. You enter the staff room and see Simone at the table with a stupidly large sandwich, but she seems to have no problem with its size as she was making it. Cassie was in the corner. I'm going to approach Cassie because thank you for the head pat, Cyrus. I'm going to approach Cassie. You decide to sit with Cassie.
Gosh, I have so much work. I have so much to do today.
I sat with the spider.
I don't know how they expect just one admin staff to do their usual duties and do all the extra work from the people that ring in sick. It's staff like you that pulls me through. You know, every year I say that I'll leave this place and make it big somewhere else, somewhere less busy. But you know, I love the staff here a little too much to leave. I don't particularly even feel very close to anyone. I'm just always cooped up in my office, so I don't get to see much of anybody. But even then, I feel like part of something that's at least taking care of me. Where everywhere else feels so cold, and this old depressing place always has Duff and Ava plodding around trying to make things work. But anyways, that's me being all too blabby. Sorry about that. How about a hug?
Yes. Cassie hugs you, restraining herself but still shaking with excitement, getting to hug you up. You get up from the seat and leave out the staff room door, opening the doors back into the shop floor and returning to your till point. Yanni gives you a friendly wave and starts patrolling close to you as to become more protective of you. Because I got eaten twice? Is that why? Moving on. Okay. You know, I don't like how this place is run sometimes. On nights like this, it's so empty. You're spending more money keeping the lights on here. Yeah, I don't know who asked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still wouldn't be able to allow it. Oh, come on. Couldn't you just let me off? God, this sucks.
I need to return this, please.
Okay, return what? Seems to have been paid with cash.
Your service was a pleasure. You should join the Naked Squadron sometime. We fight evil without our clothes on.
Naked sentai, naked sentai. Hentai sentai. Hentai sentai, hentai sentai.
Satan with the supplies. I have been sent here to get them.
Okay, you don't have enough.
Oh, why deny us? Are you Christian?
No, I'm pagan.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you. You kind of look a little dead inside.
I am dead inside. Everything looks good.
Thank you for your expert service.
Hello, my eyes are... Oh, you again. Hello. How are you doing up there? Are you going to just continually blindly looking at my chest? Yes. Fine. No. Allow. Give change. I was supposed to get some change. Were you? I thought that was a return. That was a turn, right? Did I do that wrong? I thought that was a return. The sun was starting to rise again outside, and you felt exhausted emotionally and physically. That was a graveyard shift? I thought that was just a night shift. Is that what they mean by night shifts over there? Like, I actually thought that was just a night shift. I'd go home and sleep. Okay, that was an overnight shift. Okay, got it. Okay. You feel exhausted emotionally and physically. You felt woozy and started getting dizzy. That's not a good thing. Your eyes closed up and you felt weightless before falling to the ground with a thump. You weren't sure how long it had been. Minutes, maybe hours had passed, but you felt relaxed and warm. Some of it did anyway. You start to open your eyes as much as you can. No! Simone has started eating you. You seem to have been covered in some sort of barbecue struggle. It was no good. Simone had almost... Why? Why? This should be avoidable. Is this avoidable, please? Oh, you're awake. I thought you were long gone. Yeah, let me out. Next time, I will kick my Avali claws through the back of your fucking head. Don't test me. Sorry about that. I thought I'd get while the going's good and treat myself to a meal. Yeah, fuck you. I'm glad you're up, though. Yeah? Hey, Ava, can you go get rid of this employee for me, please? And it seems that I arrived just in time. My car is outside. We need to get to the head office. Yeah, You could have been here 5 minutes ago. You know, before I was hips deep in one of your employees. Thanks for keeping him safe. She didn't! Welcome. You get to your feet as you make your way out to the out of the store and towards Ava's car. Wow, you're still alive. You look like a zombie. Here, take the back seat. You can sleep in the car on the way there. It's a long trip. Asher in the front passenger seat of the car opens the back door up for you before you flop into the car and lay down in the back seat. You fall on some of Ava's paperwork, but that didn't matter. You were tired and before long lulled fast to sleep by the car humming and Ava and Asher chatting. You wake up a couple of hours later in the car. You get up and notice that it has stopped. Ava and Asher turn around and smile. You ready to knock him dead, rookie? I feel a little better knowing that I'm here. I'm still nervous, though. Oh, geez, excuse me. We're doing this for Claire. Maybe while we're here, we might as well speak up about our pay as well. Ava gets up from out of the car, locking the door behind her as Asher does the same. You pick yourself up from the seats in the back of the car and follow them both. The car park itself was immaculate and clean. There were lots of expensive-looking cars and motorcycles. As you turn the corner past a hedgerow, I'm going to go hedgerow. That would make sense. After past a hedgerow of trees, you see the colossal complex. The building was well built and adorned with a large corporate Prey Produce logo. Oh, it's magic, you know. That shone brightly in the sun. It had large windows that were clean and revealed large offices and exotic plants, potted plants even, large red sofas and expensive suits walking around. As they walk closer, the building seems to double in size with every step. The intimidation of the building itself was startling. Day 7. I don't have to work here, do I? One week at Prey Produce. Ah! Hava places her hands upon the golden handle upon the front doors, double doors of the establishment, pushing it open without a care. Asher and Ava go to the front desk to the reception. There sat an octopus girl who seemed to be doing a lot, but did not look particularly stressed. That sounds familiar. Doesn't Counter-Ref's Deeper Club have an octopus receptionist at the onsen? I think they do. I mean, I can't actually play it to prove it because it is very much 18 plus and I can't do that here. It's against TOS. But Asher leaned down on the counter casually. Ava simply politely stood. Oh, I think I've seen this character. She's kind of cute for a tentacled thing. I have tentophobia. Okay, people have tentacle kinks. I have a tentacle phobia. The concept of all of the kink-related tentacle stuff actually does legitimately scare me.
Can I help you too? What are you here for? We were invited here by head office. It's about Claire. The appointment for 8 a.m. Name? Ava Calavera. Ava Calavera. Let's see. The octopus girl seems to type on her computer, looking at one of her computer screens lazily. Ad break! Why? Why? Why you ad break? I did not say you could ad break. Hey! Hey! Ads, you stop. Stop. Stop with the ads. Stop the adding. And there's still another minute. Ha! We are very close to the end. This is basically the last thing in the game that I need to do. Hopefully. I think I might actually have one more day at the Prey Produce before the game actually ends, and I have to avoid Simone because she's like, I'm gonna eat you anyways. The octopus girls seem to... I did that. Ava Calavera, 8 a.m. Yes, I see it. There's a note left next to your appointment on my screen. It says that they've pushed your appointment back till 11 a.m. Oh, that's just peachy. Okay. I need to do some magic real quick. Hold on. Ta-da! I am back in my room now. Thank you, Priscilla, for the gold redeem. It was a very fun hour. It's important. Why is it delayed? I'm just the receptionist, ma'am. I don't make the rules here. The octopus girl seems to go into autopilot mode for a moment, quoting and showing various forms to fill out any complaints to negate any further comments. Alternatively, please feel free to make full use of our facilities until then. We have a cafeteria on the 3rd floor and a recreational room right by it. We will let you know when they're ready to see you. Thank you. None of us have eaten breakfast. It'll probably be best if we get something to eat at least. That's probably a good idea. Let's go.
I'm saying Goku teleport pop. Yep, I can instant transmission. Asher and Ava look around for a moment before seeing a chrome lift in the corner of the reception area. Even the lift itself was impressive, with red carpet and walls. Is that Aubrey 2? Is that Aubrey 2? Audrey 2, whichever it is. The lift furnished with more exotic potted plants. That plant had better not eat me. I've only got one more of these continue things left. Oh, hey, look, NPCs! Cool. The lift climbs a few floors and noises a pleasant beep before opening up to the cafeteria. The cafeteria was large and filled with desks and chairs littered with people eating. Ava and Asher got into the queue, moving their tray across some rails as they ordered food. You take a food tray and scoot your tray along after them.
Hi, hon. What can I get for you?
Breakfast!
One breakfast coming right up. I wouldn't mind having you for breakfast myself. Grrr, look at you, all sleepy as well. Perfect for the picking.
Hello. Liz is here.
Hi, what the fuck are you playing? Are you playing that shop
I'm
game
playing
again?
ReTale.
Yeah, that shop game.
Liz has a microphone this time, so you can actually kind of hear her.
I'm slurping on some coffee.
That's okay. A canteen. What about a canteen? Okay, whatever. I had to do a growl. Wow. I'm still trying to get to the point where I can do it on command. You make your way from the bunny lady and sit down with Ava and Asher. I gotta make a comment about this. I really do need to make a comment about this. He uses he defaults his bunnies to being predators. Has anybody else noticed that? Bunnies, last I checked, were a prey species. Cyrus says sigh.
Hey, Cyrus. Actually, bunnies are vicious.
Oh yeah, I raised a few, remember?
Some prey animals are even more dangerous than predatory animals, like moose and deer.
They can be, yes.
Mooses are really dangerous to humans. More dangerous to humans than bears.
Oh yeah.
So are buffalo. Buffalo are really dangerous to humans.
More people have been killed by elephants than have been killed by sharks.
More people have been deliberately stampeded by cows than sharks.
Yep.
Killed by sharks.
Yep.
Cows kill more people than sharks every year. In America.
We have to specify in America because everywhere else actually seems to know how to actually raise good cows.
No.
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
Hilariously enough, cows will just form a hive mind and deliberately stampede that one asshole. They will do things like that. They will deliberately murder.
Yep. Don't go cow tipping.
Yeah, cow tipping, bad idea.
You tip over too many cows, they'll take offense. And then they'll take the fence. And probably run you through with it. True story.
Well, run you into the fence.
The electric one. The one that keeps zapping them.
Yeah.
Sorry, not my fence! Well, then you should be a little bit more defensive.
I'm sorry, my brain went all the way back to Ren and Stimpy. Don't piss on the electric fence. And no, I can't sing.
Yeah. Don't piss on the fence. It's not good. Anyways, I should probably get back to the game. We are so close to the ending.
That was a board game in Ren and Stimpy.
Asher was demolishing his breakfast as his belly groaned for more and more and already filling fast. Ava was simply picking at her food.
I've got butterflies in my stomach. Literally. I can't remember the last time I was so nervous. There are a lot of high-ranking people here. I'm ready to do this, but the adrenaline is pumping.
It'll be okay. I can offer her belly rubs?
Why would you eat butterflies when you're already nervous?
No, she didn't actually say literally. That was my joke throw-in. It'll be okay, Ava. I will give you belly rubs next time.
Yeah, it will. I know that. Thanks. Just want to get this over and done with.
You stare over at Asher, who half looks at you now with his full cheeks full.
Yeah, Ava, it'll all be fine, especially with me on your side. Remember that one time at work, that customer was so angry that she wouldn't even listen to you, so I scared them into place. Yeah, I still remember the goofy look on your face that you pulled to try and scare him. My face? You should have seen his. I felt so good after that.
As Ava and Asher chatted together, some large furs and suits came over, led by a tiger. The tiger grins down, baring his teeth.
Oh, it's a pretty pink tiger.
It's dressed in pink. It's an azure tiger.
Okay.
And he has the magic cloud. He got the nimbus on his you know, Goku's flying cloud? Okay. So I was watching through their commentary recently, and one of the things that Taka was reminded of in one of the scenes was the big green dub, one of the absolute worst dubs of the show out there, where their grammar was completely shit, and they made Goku sound like Thor. Come, Magic Cloud, I have to go save my son. That's the origin of let that child alone.
Oh God. Okay. So
Big green!
a translation bad enough that it would even more make my eye bleed out my ears.
Yeah. But that's where the magic cloud thing came from. Come, magic
From
cloud.
now on, I'm going to edit everything Goku says into Vore.
Into Thor's voice. That's okay. Taka translates everything Goku says into Homer Simpson.
You know what? That works.
Charred meat with no seasoning, just like Grandpa used to make.
Oh God.
She needed an example, everybody.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I did not need an example. It was bad enough imagining it.
You must be Ava. I've heard so much about you. All sorts of interesting things. What an inspiration you are to the small people everywhere.
The tiger scoffs and laughs, each laugh sending out a roar from his thick neck.
And do let me know how that works out for you. I'm sure you'll get what you want from the bean counters and the big boss man. Try not to cry too much. But don't worry, I'll be here for a shoulder to cry on, eh, Calavera? Asshole.
The two friends and the tiger laugh and walk off with their hands in their pockets, chatting. Well, at least I didn't get eaten. God, the random getting eaten in this is like... I was halfway through down somebody's throat, and it wasn't even a quick time event, it was a cutscene, and I'm like, you had better let me go! I will put my Avali claws through the back of your head if you don't.
Trust me, I heard that, and then after that, something about Audrey too, which is when I decided I need to go check on.
Yeah, I went into the elevator and they had a purple pod plant with a smile. And I just couldn't, I'm like, is that Audrey too? Oh my God, is that Audrey too? The reason she has to come in and check is that I'm not scared of a lot of things, okay? Not very many of them.
She's afraid of voids. and the unknown. Spiders.
The arachnophobia has been better over the years.
Your arachnophobia is finally getting better, especially considering spiders are my friends.
The tentacle kink. I have a phobia about the tentacle kink specifically.
Yeah, that makes it very difficult for me.
But yeah, one of those is one of the horror movies that I was shown, the air quotes horror movies that I was shown in my impressionable youth, that my sister did not expect to be a horror movie because it had Rick Moranis.
And Steve Martin.
And Steve Martin. And had a singing plant monster. And she let me watch it, and I was terrified the whole time. That was not a Vore awakening for me. Ka was in Jungle Book. That was not. And to this day, I have actually recently looked back up the scenes, the Vore scenes specifically from that movie, and they still make me super uncomfortable. I'm not scared of them per se anymore, but they don't make me feel good. They make my anxiety go through the roof. So it's not exactly a fear response, but he does make me anxious still, so I'm going to caffeinate. Don't you dare, Cyrus.
Cyrus, do what that you don't want him to do?
I'm caffeinating. Usually when I announce that I'm caffeinating, he does the caffeine and posture check redeems. I see you over there. Don't do it. I am watching you intently. You would not post those.
I'm caffeinating too, but...
You already did that early. You did? Oh, you did that 13 minutes ago. I didn't see those. I guess I'm doing it again.
How is your posture?
I have a pillow in the small of my back to force me to have a good posture while I stream.
Ah.
There is a pillow under my thighs, not under my butt, under my thighs, and a smaller pillow right here in the small of my back.
Okay.
Ah! How dare. I got booped.
I think I ate too much. I'm feeling pretty bloated. Sure, I brought some papers with me to go over to get ready for the meeting.
As you go to the cafeteria, as you leave the cafeteria with Ava and Asher, the tiger and his friends block the exit.
You want to get past? Sure, just wait there for a moment till I'm done chatting.
This is violating Rule 78 in the staff handbook on misconduct.
Look at the small feline. How did such a small cat with no stripes make it into prey produce? Throw them to the dogs, I say.
Let us pass, Koju. We're tired and we're not playing around anymore.
The tiger doesn't move, but Ava simply pushed past him, knocking him to the side as he laughs. Really? Nothing comes of that? Probably setting up conflict for future games. Okay. I'm in the end game of this game. That's why I keep going back to... Yes! Which is why I made him sound like Russian tiger. Is that Russian? It might be Russian. I do not know. I made him sound. I don't know. I just picked a voice.
You know why you're getting dirty look.
I picked a voice that would sound... Hey, I am from there too. Shush. It is part of me too. Even so... Ava and Asher exit the cafeteria and flop down on the red sofas and relax. Ava immediately starts sifting through paperwork.
I've brought my ace in the hole today, the big book of do's and don'ts. The 2008 issue of the staff handbook from EC himself.
EC. I have burps. Excuse me.
I have a feeling that the C stands for calavera?
But then again, I know things.
Look at this, paragraph 4 of section 2C. Staff must be given at least 3 warnings before dismissal. Depends if they pay attention to, depends on if they play by the rules, Asher. It'd be a shameful sight if even a sales consultant like myself would have to remind the top brass to do their jobs.
Oh, honey, that happens
Oh,
in more
honey.
businesses than you think.
The tension is becoming unbearable. Something big was coming. Ease tension. Turn away. Comfort Asher. Ease tension. You make some lighthearted jokes and reason with them both with worst case scenarios and outcomes. Why?
You make some good points. Just a lot is on the line here. Fair play.
Words!
Fair pay for all of us, and so we can live better and healthier lives. Claire's future and happiness. Doing the right thing.
Yes, we want to do the right thing. God? Hello? It's not my time. Take that elevator back.
Alright, I'm gonna fuck off.
Okay, have fun.
Ava Calavera, your appointment in the Ruby Sanctum boardroom is in 5 minutes. Please make your way to the 11th floor via the lifts provided. I guess this is it. Whatever happens, you two, thank you both for coming along on such short notice. I'll remember this.
Audrey, too. If only I had fingers to flip you off!
You follow Asher and Ava to... Ooh! This is supposed to be the elevator music? What is this song? Ava and Asher stayed silent. The sounds around them seemed to roar from the dead silence. Okay. It's definitely a song that made me bounce. So that's a good thing. Just did not expect it. It's starting over again. Okay. Am I in hell? Okay. Apparently the boardroom is in hell. Got it.
Please take a seat.
Okay. The room was dimly lit with nothing in it but the tables, chairs, and the people sitting at the large screen that loomed over them all.
Ava Calavera, you come here to appeal Claire's dismissal, correct?
Correct.
And you're aware of the head office being the governing body that has the final say in all matters to do with the company and its policies.
Okay. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you for coming. I'm happy that they got to actually stream. Hopefully I'll see you the next time.
And you're aware that
I did that one already.
That is how it has been. Always been.
then you should have known better than to come here in the first place. We don't have time to deal with you and your personal transgressions towards this company. I think we can call this meeting over. Ava Calavera has signed a verbal contract under Section Article 8, Paragraph 3A.
But I didn't even get to say...
Furthermore, we will be assigning a new store manager to the Angsty Lane
That's right, it is called Angsty Lane.
branch of Prey Produce. Under Article 10, Paragraph 1C, employee disagreements with company executives' decisions are punishable by dismissal.
Since when?
If that's all, then we will be going.
This is disgusting! How am I supposed... Hold it! Objection! Asher? Are we all reading the same book? The Prey Produce Handbook?
Of course, we wrote it.
Strange. Then as the writers of this handbook, you should be aware that under Section 2, Paragraph 9D, that managers must always get a say in all matters. And I don't think Ava's had much to say.
When we wrote that, we wrote it in reference to us.
It just says managers here. And Ava is a manager. Section 11 says failing to adhere to the rules stated will result in dismissal.
All the executives around the table bustle with a series of murmurs and groans.
Very well. We will show you why our judgments are sound.
Best make that count. Thanks, Asher. I won't waste this opportunity.
Enough talk. It's 3 strikes and you're out. I trust you have your own handbook to hand.
Have I been needing to memorize the handbook?
We will tell you on the basis of which we are allowed to sack employees.
All right, we've got to look out for any inconsistencies that they might say to what the handbook says. We need to use everything we've got. We check these just like we always have, with shift. Study what they say carefully and read the handbook. If you find an inconsistency or something that contradicts what they say, then object. If you see nothing, then move on and allow it.
What? Enough, let's begin. Anyone threatening our customer will be punishable with dismissal, no questions asked. If staff isn't confronted with executive, object!
No! We can fight back! It says right here we can contact our manager and take it further with the guidelines. We just don't have proof.
ReTale workers must follow all the rules and guidelines set out by the governing body of executives. All staff must adhere to the policies and guidelines set out by management. Management.
Hold it! I can't see the hole in this one. Claire assaulted a customer who may have posted a threat, but dealt with it completely incorrectly.
Staff must deal with all people politely without physical force. Prey Produce and its affiliates do not condone violence against our customers. Shit!
I hate to say it, but I think we can't push past that one. The rulebook says it there.
Wow, this music got really loud out of nowhere.
Any complaints must be taken via telephone or email and never be brought up to the head office directly. It's highly disrespectful to your superiors to come here and try to sully our name.
It must be filed in appropriate authorities' call, text, email, unless specifically invited. Fuck.
Wait, why? They invited us, remember?
Did they? The staff that comes to head office must come alone and not accompanied by pathetic groupies such as this cat and whatever this is. Must not invite friends. Required along proof of employment to the parent's ID will be required along proof of employment. Aha! Object.
Actually, this one applies to friends and family. We are all workers at Prey Produce. You must not challenge us on our own rules, as this is a violation of Section 8.7.9.1, Paragraph C. We're trying to humiliate your betters as punishable by dismissal.
Says who? You must treat other staff with respect and be polite to any management. If you have quarrels with the way management is treating, please feel free to call the help hotline. Object!
I don't see anything about a dismissal here. There's a help hotline for us, though.
It's that asshole!
All your arguments are invalid because we've decided they are so. You are just worker ants. You cannot do this.
Yeah, executives in the head office will have final say if given sound reasoning and not based on personal opinion. Any arguments must be object.
This one writes itself. It's no use. We got too many wrong.
Security, get them out of this building. What? Enough. Let's begin. Anyone threatening object. We can fight back. Allow. Again, I don't think we can argue with that one. It's pretty clear cut. Declare assaulted a customer. Pose a threat. Dealt with it incorrectly. I hate to say it, but I think we can't push past this one. The rulebook says it there. Any complaints must be taken to the telephone. Unless specifically invited.
Actually, sweetie, we were invited. By phone. Maybe you should have checked your data a little more closely.
The staff that came to head office must come alone with proof of employment. Object. This one applies to friends and family. We are all workers of prey produce. Punishable by dismissal. There is nothing here about dismissal. All your arguments are invalid because we've decided they are so. You're just worker ants and cannot do this. Object. This one writes itself. Suddenly the room falls silent as you hear a guitar in the distance. Did I just hear boss music?
The name's Sing Guitar. I am the writer and editor of this rulebook, and I hereby wrote this now. Ava, Claire, Asher, and your little friend must be exiled from their jobs in prey produce and all of its activities starting from now.
Excuse me? No. You can't do this!
I just did, sweet cakes. We don't need to waste our time with these trivial small matters. This is a business. Either you get with it or get out.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, what's wrong, puss? Cat got your tongue? Grow up, all of you. We're running a company here and not a daycare. You get what you're given. Oh, right. That is supposed to be the big part of your case where you make a breakthrough, right? Well, go on, amuse me. I'll even give you the options again.
Oh, wait, how about this? Look how futile it is when all of you are out of options. This is how it should be. We control your lives through your work because we're too stupid to do it with money. Such a waste. You are a waste. On the verge of tears, Asher turned away, hiding his face. Okay, maybe I was a little harsh. Just come on, get out of here, kids. Yourself, Ava, and Asher make your way back to the lift through the doors, hanging your head in shame. What? That's not right. That's not right.
Such a dirty pup. Someone should have cleaned out that vile mouth of yours a while ago.
Duff! Duff cricks his neck and pushes his back with one paw as he enters casually. Ava and Asher's face seem to light up in surprise at seeing him in the building.
Duff, how did you... Well, I'll be.
Now, what was that about? Some rule you're imposing on us? I suppose you're supposed to be the knight in shining armor, ready to save the day. How comical. You've got a little tag team going on, huh? Sorry to say this, guys, but you've already lost. L-O-S-T, lost. Oh, big tough man giving the silent treatment now. How about I rustle up one of them choice options again and make you feel...
Duff snarls his large maw in frustration and gets a book from his back pocket, the same one you were studying from.
Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, that's an outdated copy now with my new rules. You can't do anything now. Well, I can deal with your shit right now, little man.
Duff flicks a couple of pages in the book and displays a page.
But no, what is...
New rules made in this rule book have a probation period of a week, during which these rules must be decided and discussed with prey produce executives.
No! So, why don't you just be quiet and let the adults talk, huh?
The entire room goes silent.
Well, there's still the issue of,
No! There is nothing more you can say. We've cut down everything you've thrown at us.
Oh, well, we've not heard from the boss's side. He will put you in your place.
Are you sure? I'm not supposed to disturb him with calls unless it's an emergency.
This is an emergency.
One of the suits at the table pushes a device underneath the table as a screen flickers on above the table.
What is it? What is it?
The voice over the screen was heard booming around the room, but it was distorted, protecting the speaker's identity.
Yes, sir. Well, we need your permission to exile these workers from our headquarters. They're causing a nuisance and go against our teachings. Have them stay.
Oh my god. Full Metal Alchemist.
Have them stay there. I'll bring security. You were foolish for allowing this meeting in the first place. We don't have time for heart-to-heart lovey-dovey discussions with all of our employees.
Well, if you don't have time to speak to your employees, then maybe spend the time and speak to them or pay them properly. Then maybe spend the time and pay them properly at least.
How dare you speak to the boss like that? We will have you all taken to court for this. You have no idea how much trouble you're in. You disrespect. You will not sully the very founder's name. You don't turn your nose up at us and act so high and mighty. We will teach you your place. If you continue this tirade of abuse towards our boss, we will fight back with fury and cut you into pieces. We are the Alpha and Omega. Silence.
The loudmouth suit's torrent of verbal abuse comes to a sudden halt as he sinks down in his chair and lets out a cowardly groan.
Ava?
Yes, manager of the Prey Produce store down on Inksty Lane.
Ava.
Huh?
The screen turns off suddenly, leaving the room once again deadly silent as the large wooden doors in the corner of the room open up. Out comes a male snake, adorned with large diamond markings similar to Ava's. He had a very intimidating presence about him.
Dad? Eli, what are you...
Ava looked directly in the face of the large male snake that had entered the room. Despite the male snake's intimidating presence, he himself was frozen and speechless.
What are you doing here? You told me you worked... You're the founder of Prey Produce?
Ava's dad bowed his head, nodding slowly, about the only part of his body that moved at the moment.
Dad, how can you do any of this? You have these horrible people in power? Me and my staff are barely getting paid any money. And I'm losing friends in my workplace because you're sacking loyal workers. What's wrong with you? How could you do any of this?
Ava's dad sighs heavily and places a large hand on the large table in the middle of the room.
It's not as simple as that. I had my reasons.
What possible reason could you have to do all of these horrible things?
Money.
And that's acceptable?
No. It's the reason why I did it. Ava, You have to understand. Our family was always poor. Your mother and I were on the streets. I do all of this for you, for our family, so we can live the rest of our lives in comfort and luxury. We deserve it.
Why do we deserve it? If you're exploiting your employees, then you're no better then you're no better than those people that would beat us on the streets. We don't deserve it any more than any other family. What good are all these riches if the way you got it was hurting others and making the world around you a worse place?
I'm making the world around us, Ava, a better place.
The world around us cannot be a better place. Not with all the money in the world. Not when my friends suffer.
Then I'll give your friends the money and jobs that they need to make their lives better as well.
Don't you see it yet, Dad? Your actions don't just affect me and my friends. It runs down through everything and everyone. Your motives are pure, sure, but the end doesn't justify the means. You need to look inside yourself. How can you stand there and tell me that you're good doing this?
What more do you want from me? I've offered everything I have to give.
I want you to behave like a decent cold-blooded being and act like an adult and treat others as you'd like to be treated. Elementary school stuff. I had no idea, my dad, how ignorant you were. All you have to do is just pay your staff a fair wage. Just like all your little groupies in here. Is it so hard in that thick skull of yours, Father, just to give the people that you worked?
Oh my god, is it so hard just to give people a decent wage? That's basically it. Ava's dad goes into silence, shocked at Ava's outburst, and rubs his head before turning his back.
Fine. That's it, Ava. You did it. If that's really how you feel, then I'll step down. I had no idea you felt that way. I'm not entirely sure how you developed that way of thinking. These years in this position have been so stressful. It messes with your head. It's hard.
What are you saying?
Go ahead, Ava. Go ahead and show me what it means to be a good person. Because somewhere along the line, I've gotten lost. I now step down from the position of CEO of Prey Produce. My daughter, Ava Cavalera, is now the new CEO, effective immediately. Anyone that disputes this ruling and disagrees is free to leave right now. I'm sorry, Ava, that I hurt your friends. And that I hurt you.
Why did you just outright give me your company? There are better ways of going about this.
Everything I was doing was for you and your mother. There's nothing left for me in this company if what I was doing was hurting you. There's no other way I could continue now, knowing how you feel.
I don't know what to say. I feel like a jerk.
You wouldn't have come all this way to see me here if I wasn't being the biggest jerk. You don't have to say anything. It's me that needs to say sorry to you and everybody. Sorry. I need to get out of here. I need time. If you'll excuse me.
Ava is the CEO now! Eli walks out through the doors, leaving you and the rest of you in the room. You and the rest of you. Okay. Ava seems a little lost for words. Hold Ava's hand. Yes. Ava wakes up from her daze and turns to you slowly. Bossnik! Yes, Ava is now Bossnik!
I guess you're the boss now, huh?
That's one way to get a promotion.
I feel weird. I don't know what to tell Claire. How about explaining everything? Claire? I only found out thanks to Yanni and that you went and did all of this just for me. Oh yeah, she's supposed to be the Raven. I only found out thanks to Yanni that you went and did all of this for me. You could have gotten yourself in serious trouble, Ava. Thank you. I care about you a lot, Claire. Well, I'm not letting you out of my sight again, Ava. I guess that means you'll be bunking with me here then. Thank you for everything, Duff. You really saved us back there.
It was nothing.
What will be your first order of business? Oh, that one's easy.
Ava's shocked expression turns into a hungry grin as she looks at the suits still around the table.
I think I'll treat myself to a congratulatory lunch. What do you guys think?
The entire room goes silent as Ava, Asher, and Duff turn around hungrily at the executives. Could only imagine where this goes. I won! Congratulations. I got one more day at Prey Produce, and then the game is over.
Say, with me working here with Claire now, how would you like to take the reins back at the old store?
Me? I'm the manager now? I am manager. Cool. Okay. Months pass by, and in March, Ava is finally to implement all of her new changes to the company. With her changes, you're able to spend a little time in the office, and all managers are required to help and work as if they were sales consultants. Days are shorter, and now pay is given to the more pay is given to the workers. Yay! Happy end. Managers and staff alike work in tandem to run the store with little room for egotism and authority. Boss Avali, yes! I am boss! Anyways, just sitting in your office working on paperwork seems less of a chore and more of a duty, knowing that head of the company cares about you.
Oh hey, you're still on the ReTale for cleaning the toilets this time around. Also, some child threw up in aisle 6.
Asher walks past you, taking the mop and bucket in the corner of your office before exiting the room. You pick yourself up from the office chair and make your way to the bathrooms. No. Mash the buttons to get to work cleaning. Okay. You finish one of the toilets, but one of the doors is moving. Leave it! You finish cleaning the toilets and feeling accomplished, even if it was less than glamorous job.
You in here, my friend?
Spike calls out before seeing you and smiling wide at you.
It was a great idea organizing that staff picnic. I heard Ava and Claire are going to join us as well. It'll be nice to see them again. I wonder if I'll still get on Ava's nerves. Of course, I get on everyone's nerves. You should, close the store half an hour early so we can get ready.
Yeah, I'll do that. Sounds good.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'll catch you at the picnic, man.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There's no need to close the store. I'll be working a bit early today. Metal Gear. Now, if you'll excuse me, yourself and Spike leave the toilets. You inspect the shop floor yourself and Spike leave the toilets. You inspect the shop floor momentarily as you make sure everything is in order. Yanni approaches you and gives you a wave.
Hey, you heard about the picnic? Claire and Ava are going to be there. You okay for travel? I don't think your train goes there.
Can I go with you?
Of course you can! You even need to ask. You're not leaving this place without getting into my car. Anyway, I gotta do my rounds. You've got an hour till you're mine.
I don't know what to think of that. Yanni takes off down the aisle now with a spring in her step. You suddenly remember that you need to print off some of the work application forms that fill the gap now in Ava and Claire work at the head office. You need it tempting. Okay, going to the stockroom will require you to be wearing headphones. Nah. You decide not to go to the stockroom and instead walk around the shop floor. The hour eventually passes and Yanni tracks you down with extreme accuracy, knowing exactly where you'd be. I'm sorry, I know this is kind of a boring end to the whole thing, but if I were to clean the extra toilet, the fox chick would jump out and gobble me. If I were to check the stockroom, the fox chick would jump out and gobble me. And I'm not going to risk a game over this close to the end. Nope. You're not getting me with that symbol. Not happening. Yanni takes you by the shoulder, talking about her day.
You know, I think ever since the whole company changed around, we've had fewer troublemakers around here. I think I'm going to have to start actually buying lunch. There's not enough bad people going around to eat.
Yanni takes you into the car park and into her car. Her front seat is full of junk and hoodies as she motions to the equally messy back seats. You get inside as Yanni drives off to the picnic.
You know, I didn't really want to cause any drama or bring this up, but Duff hasn't seemed like himself lately. Ever since you got that job, he seems a little more cold than normal. Maybe it's just me overthinking things again.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Oh, so I'm not going crazy then. I'd hate to think that he might be a little jealous of you that you got the day manager position. No, that couldn't be it.
That's exactly it, actually.
I'm glad we still have people in the store like Spike and Asher and yourself, though.
What changed? Nothing changed. Okay.
In a weird way, sometimes those people you spend so much time with at work become your strange, weird family. Even if some of them you don't like so much, it's a lot of time to spend with them. Is there anyone you like?
I like Spike. I like Spike a lot. Spike is awesome.
I can see his appeal. Such a rebel. He'd drive people up the wall, but I think in his own way, that's him cheering others up. He's been working here for longer than most of us. He even he told me he remembers working on the shop floor back when Ava was a sales consultant. That's why Spike can get away with so much, because
they've known each other for a long time, apparently.
I think we're almost here now.
The car grinds to a halt as Yanni parks up. Some of the junk on the seat falls to the floor from the brakes. Oh, sudden braking. Brake check. Both you and Yanni get out of the car and walk to the soft green grass where there is already a bit of a gathering. You sit down on the blanket amongst the food and drink. Yanni sits next to you for company as Claire approaches you.
Ah, you turned up. You have passed another one of my tutorials. It was all a test.
You stare at Claire as she chuckles.
I kid. Lighten up. Things are better now. And look who I brought with me. Oh, please. You couldn't keep me away from this picnic even if you wanted to. Hello again, friend. Things up at the head office have been stressful and very busy, but I think we're getting there now. We had to change so many rules and bring in a whole new host of people. I've been helping keep everyone in line. And I'm sure you can imagine how that's been coming along with Claire bossing people around. Hey, don't pretend like you don't like it. Anyway, me and Claire are going to fill our boots. Enjoy the picnic. We've got more snacks in the car if we get low.
Claire and Ava leave you to your own devices as now everyone is sat around in a circle chatting with each other. You find that you're actually in the middle of the circle of everyone. Oh! You've felt an overwhelming sense of joy to be around all your friends, even in such an innocent way.
Hey guys, look at the guy in the middle of everyone! He's half the reason we're even all together celebrating.
It's true. You should get a reward of some sort. Everyone goes silent and shuffles closer to you. A couple of their bellies grumble while others lick their lips. You knew you were going to be the meal. It's me. All right. Ava, Claire, Spike, Asher, Yanni, Cassie. I'll put it up to a vote. Who's eating me? Drop names in chat. Ava, Claire, Spike, Asher, Yanni, or Cassie. Which one? Which one gets me? Which one gets to gobble? Ava? Cyrus says Ava. Does anybody else have an argument? Or are we all good with Ava? I personally would like Spike, but I can always do that in my own time. Anybody? You jade your vote to Spike. You can't recast your votes. I have already been eaten by Ava, so let's go Spike. Spike! Spike!
Aw, hey, dude. I guess I can make a meal out of you. I was thinking of going on a diet, though. Who am I kidding? Come here.
Spike fastens his arms around you. He greedily starts feeding you into his maw as he shovels more and more of you between his long jaws. Further and further you go, traveling down his snake-like throat before you eventually reach his stomach. Is that how Spike is supposed to sound? I got his voice all wrong then. Spike chuckles to himself as he sits down on the picnic blanket, patting his large furry stomach. You try to struggle and move about a bit, even if it was just to get comfortable. Fortunately, it was easy due to how many people Spike often eats. It was like a large, thick flesh sack. Comfy. Spike squeezes his stomach between his legs for a moment before relaxing back, leaving you to simmer in his stomach. Your eyes get heavier and start to close. The picnic drew to a close and eventually you made your way home at the end of the day. You are at work the next day and sit at your desk. Someone approaches you. She still had brought her phones from the head office with her, for some reason.
I hope I didn't startle you.
She puts her phones down for a minute.
How can I word this? Basically, Ava wanted me to congratulate you. You, got a perfect score. You served every customer perfectly.
I did? Hold the phone. I did? I didn't even know how the currency system worked. I did? I served every customer perfectly, apparently. And she promoted me from receptionist to executive. That's good. And it's all thanks to me. The octopus girl looks a little nervous for a moment and winces. So I asked Ava what I could do to thank you, and apparently you like this whole Vore thing. Oh no. The octopus girl shuffles close to you for a moment, but as she gets closer, she seems to vanish as tentacles cover your vision. You find yourself stuck within the grasp of her body as she pulls you down from her chair and closer to you. No! What? She gets closer and closer to a waiting maw, dry drippings. You pull deep down into the maw throat, and she lovingly starts feeding you into her gullet and her hungry stomach. Really? You do your best to struggle, but her octopus body is very flexible, keeping you in play. This had better be the credits. You do your best to wiggle, but your head pops into her stomach and fate dawns on you as you start to accept your fate. The octopus girl rubs over her squishy form with her tentacles for a moment before sitting down on your chair. Ah, so this is why Ava likes you so much. Say, how about I keep you here until your shift end, or I could even take you back to the head office with me and the others again. The octopus girl rubs and massages her stomach a few more times as you feel yourself losing your consciousness. You eventually come back another day, the next week, coming into the store and into the... Okay, good. To be fair, like I said, tentacle kink is what I am afraid of. I am afraid of the violation of the tentacles. Getting eaten by an octopus girl, doesn't really do much for me, but doesn't really bother me. But like, tentacle porn, can't handle it. You sit back and think to yourself in your chair, it's where Ava once sat and took you in. Perhaps you could take someone else in, also as needy as you once were. Perhaps you could share what you have now with others, the family of the workplace. You step up from your desk and go towards the door. Next one for sales, the consultant interview, please. It's the guy from the beginning of the... Why is she still... You can go away. You can... Shoo. Go away. Stormy Range. I recognize that name. Anyways. There's the credits. You're still there. Why? Cut. Go away. Go away. Why are you still on my screen? Get off my screen. I get it. You ate me. It's done. It's over. There's credits rolling. You don't need to be on my screen anymore. The fuck? All right. Is that it? That's it. That's it. That's the game. All right. Cool. We are back in my room. I was actually okay. There were a few moments for sure that severely upset me. Okay? When you set up a system and get a player used to that system, and then when they do that system right, you punish them for it, that's not good design. People don't like it when that happens. But outside of the general gameplay being a bit monotonous and kind of repeaty, which this is like one of their first games, so of course it's going to be. Outside of that, it was fun. I liked the story. I liked getting to know the characters. I'm probably going to go in and get to know more of the characters because I only really took the time to get to know Ava and Spike this time around. But it had a lot of Night in the Woods sort of feel where you had to balance the friendships you made in the store. And you can go back and replay and make different friendships, more friendships. But it like, in the end, for Night in the Woods, it kind of, not really, but it kind of influenced the ending. Not really. But there's the same ending regardless. But yeah, it felt a lot like that, where where it was a ReTale simulator, yes, but it was also a friendship building simulator, which is the part that I could very easily correlate with Night in the Woods. Excuse me. It was good. It was a good game, especially for it being a first time out. That weird glitch that kept the octopus chick on my screen through the credits, though. Don't know what to feel about that. Really, I don't.
Anyways, that is it for ReTale. The first ReTale game seemed to be a just like Snackdown, to be a short two sitting sort of game, which is good. If only my internet would have allowed me to do this weeks ago. But it's okay. We're figuring things out. We're getting back into the swing of things, and I think I've got my OBS back to somewhere where it can be more regular about this. So I will be back. I don't have any games to play on Tuesday or Thursday, so I'm probably not going to be streaming Tuesday or Thursday here. I will be back next Sunday, though, to check in, test the internet and all that jazz. And I will probably be playing a different game. I'll revisit the rest of the ReTale series for sure, because there's ReTale 2 and ReTale 3, and I want to play both of them, because thereafter Sim had a lot more practice with gaming, and I am actually kind of excited to see the more RPG sort of strategy that he's going with. So I'll play those. I just don't think it's going to be the next game I play. I'm actually thinking possibly I might either restart Dust and Elysian Tale, do some Minecraft, or restart Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know. I'll probably do a poll on Twitter or something, see what people want me to do next. But ReTale will be reserved for after the next big game. I'll have ReTale 2 and ReTale 3 to play at that point. But big games gotta come. Stream ran smooth the entire time I've been watching. Great! Good! That's good news! I did some tweaking, and I think I got it more or less working. I didn't drop too many frames. That's good news. Cool. I got bellied, which is fun. Well, I got eaten a few times in the game. Sorry to those of you who jumped in the middle of a Vore scene. But that's what the channel's about. Anyways, that being said, I will be definitely back next Sunday at 6 p.m. That seems to be a better time when it comes to streaming. Got better internets during that time frame. And I will have a game to play by then. As far as my sketch streams, I am no longer on Picarto. Picarto and I had a very, very strong disagreement. And they started crashing my OBS after 5 minutes. Boy, didn't that make me just thrilled! But I have moved from Picarto over to Pixel for the remaining 18 plus stream stuff. So I'm over there on Pixel, same username. And those will be Wednesdays and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time if you would like to order some adult artwork from the Avali. That's me. Go ahead and put in your orders or follow me on Twitter at Drazelleverse to keep an eye open for those streams. I just do sketches. I don't do full colored work anymore. Because I am unfortunately one of those artists that almost had an artist beware, because ADD sucks when trying to make art into a career. Let's just say that. But I do the 18 plus stream sketches on like I said, Wednesdays and Saturdays, 1 p.m. Pixel, Drazelleverse. Follow me on Twitter at Drazelleverse. I'm pretty much every social media at Drazelleverse. And I will see you guys next Sunday with a new game. Thanks for stopping by. Matane. Bye-bye. Actually, I should just say matane. Huh? Matane. Bye-bye.